let me take your views on Anas Aremeyao's issue.
I think Anas is a lawyer by profession, and he knew the ramification when it comes to his findings and his utterances and things. He knows the ramification of it. So I don't think there's a need for I think I quite remember yesterday, the lawyers of Anas stated that he is not being forced to be at the Supreme Court to give any testimony.
To be a prosecution witness.
To be a prosecution witness, but they've given him enough evidence that they can use to prosecute anybody that they want. But look, when you take the number 12 episode, it sounds very strange, and I wonder it's about 4 years. Why that finding came out about this issue about the vice president, Ministry of Roads and others with Kwesi Nyantakyi. And it looked very weird. I quite remember within that, the same video that came out, some judges were asked.
Yes.
You quite remember my lovely judge, Ivy Hayward Mills. Yes. As I speak to you, she's no more a judge. She's in the house. So you can just find out from Anas himself that look, everything that he came out with are things that are very, very sure. Because I think today or tomorrow there will be another episode about the Galamsey that will be viewed at the conference center. Another thing is coming out. Look, Anas is doing a good service, and I rather pray that the Supreme Court should rather protect him. Moreover, I was hearing from sometimes when issues of this nature pops up, journalists have a different twist to it. I quite remember there is another reportage that stated that he will be demarked when he appear at the Supreme Court, and a whole lot. Journalists are giving us a different, conflicting outcome.
Sensational reports.
But when we're talking about the education, Philip decided not to mention them. But I quite remember during the 90s, the late 90s, when we were students, the only name that you normally hear within the education front is Angel Kabonu. He doesn't want to mention Angel Kabonu. That's the name. And he was so vociferous during the time of the NDC. During the MPP, he is. And so let's understand ourselves that look, you say you don't want to eat a dog meat, but the dog soup is okay for you.
Right.
Let's accept it.
Right. So we have just a few minutes to wrap up, but I want to take your views on this. Yesterday, ex-President Kufuor asked that his salary be terminated, right? Do you think the suspension of his salaries would actually help curb the current economy?
I can inform you that story was false.
Oh, I see.
That's it.
I see. Right. So we have